Good morning, everyone. It is Jen Norlin, and I am here to share something with you. I decided that you guys get to see me however I am when I decide to go live, whether it's like today and I just dug in. I've got 3-day-old hair and no makeup on because this often is how you will actually find me. And so here it is in all of the glory. And today I wanted to share something with you that has really, when I finally accepted this for what it was, really helped me move through some of the changes that I've seen in my relationships over the last 14, 15 years. And that is that it is not my job to convince everybody or anybody for that matter that I am who they think I am or who they have decided that I am based on, and it might be people. For instance, one example for me is my ex-husband. I have been divorced for almost 15 years, and he still sees me as whoever he made me out to be almost 15 years ago when I told him that I wanted a divorce. There's been a lot that has happened between then and now with court and attorneys and things that have happened with our girls. And in all honesty, it's been years, probably more than a decade, since he and I have actually had a conversation. So he still sees me as whatever he has in his mind and whatever he's built since then of who I am. And that's not who I am. And I think it's so often somebody sees us in a certain way that we don't think is the person that we are. I know that happens often to me where there will be someone, and it might be somebody from my past, it might be somebody that I've just met, who either has an idea of who they think I am or has, based on their first impression or their own judgments or their own experience in life, projected onto me who they think I am. And it used to be that I would try and convince people of who I was and that I wasn't who they thought I was. And when I really started to settle into like, it doesn't fucking matter what anybody else thinks about me, as long as I know who I am and as long as I am doing what I know is right for me. And it was getting to that point that allowed me to release the importance of the opinions of others. And that's where the work is. That's what, I talk about my journey a lot. And I talk about this work of the inner journey that helps us to know who we are. For me, it has really helped me ground into who I am as a person, into who I am as an individual. I've spent almost all of my adult life in long-term relationships. And there were times when I lost myself. I lost who I was in the relationship and with the person that I was with, both in my marriage and then in the relationship I was in after my marriage. And so really learning how to go within, to know who I am, to know how I experience this world energetically, regardless of what's happening around me, regardless of the circumstances or the people, when I can come back to me. And that's what I talked about the other day. I talked about recalibrating to that center of knowing who I am, of knowing that no matter what, I can come back to me. And that getting to that point for me was not always an easy journey. It was not, and I'm not here to tell you that it's something that is done simply. It is done by really looking at the things that we often don't want to look at. Those are our shadows, right? And I'll talk more about some of the shadow work that I've done, and that I continue to do, because I think this is an everlasting journey. It's not something that we just one day we're done. And so it's really diving into those parts of us that we've disconnected from, that we don't want to look at, that, we see as bad or negative. And when we can learn to do this work, and when we can accept all of those parts of us, that's when we can really stand in knowing who we are as a person. And so another example that I've had in my life fairly recently from somebody, who is a significant person in my life, said, Jen, you've changed. Like, you've changed from who you were when I met you. And to me, because of the work that I've been doing, like, change is constant, right? We are always, if we are doing this work, we're always evolving and growing and changing and becoming, in my opinion and in my own experience in my life, becoming who we are meant to be, if we're doing it in a deliberate way. And so when this person said that, it kind of took me back, like, yeah, of course I've changed. I mean, that's what we're doing, right? But that can often lead to discomfort in other people. Like, if I'm not who they think I am, it can be very uncomfortable for them. Well, that's not my responsibility on how they feel about who they think I am. It's my responsibility to be who I am. And my responsibility is to show up authentically, do my best, and know that I'm not perfect, and that I continue to grow, and I continue to learn, and I continue to take the experiences of my life and transmute them into what it is I'm here to learn and what it is I'm here to share. And this is really the journey that I've been on really deep in the last couple of years. So this is one of those aspects of growth, when we start to step on that path of spirituality and really learn who we are from our soul, as our soul, that can be uncomfortable, and it can be hard to understand and accept how our relationships change. Most of my relationships have changed as I've been on this journey. And it results from, I'm not looking for acceptance or approval from the people that I once was looking for that from. This has been part of my journey, is really to understand that taking radical responsibility means that it's up to me. It's not about getting outside validation for what I'm doing or how I'm doing it or why I'm doing it. It's about generating that within myself and standing for that, knowing that it's really important for me to stand in who I am. And if people don't like that, if people in my life can't accept that, then I can't be responsible for their response or their reactions or what they choose based on that. Maybe it's, there have been people who aren't really a part of my life anymore, because of the changes that I've gone through. And that was something that I had to accept. And that wasn't always easy. That's not always easy. And I think that can be, at least in my experience, one of the most difficult things of doing this work, of growing and becoming who I'm here to be. I'm here to share my experiences. I'm here to help others walk through transformation, when they have big changes in their life, and really help show them that that's a springboard for growing into the next best version of who we are. That's been my journey. And now I'm here to share that with others. And I know that. And I know that there are people who aren't going to be okay with that, who can't accept that, who don't want that, who don't understand that, who it's different than what they've known in their relationship with me. And that has to be okay for me. What they do with it is up to them. So I know this is something that I talk with a lot of women about. How do you navigate this when you are growing and changing and transforming, and the people that have been in your life don't understand that and can't see the things that you see? And my answer to them is you have to continue on your path because you're doing this for you. You're not doing this for them. So just a few thoughts that I had this morning that I wanted to share with you. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for listening. I would love if you would subscribe and hit the little bell so that when I post a new episode, I'm calling these episodes, I guess, on my YouTube channel, you will be notified. Would love if you would give me a review or share this so that this can get out to more people. That's what it's here for. So thank you. We'll talk to you soon.